Hello everybody, and welcome back to rebuilding Goldcrest Farm. I've been extremely... I'm still not happy with it, but hopefully everyone is doing alright tonight. Here we are. This is our new cow pasture, with problems and all. Like this bit of grass that will not go away. No matter what I do, I cannot get rid of it. There's also this weird lump here. Vehicles drive over it. But otherwise, here it is. Cow field with some cows in it as well. What? Oh, that's the wall. I thought that was a ploughed field there. I can't even remember what I was doing myself. We even have trees in it. I've left a few trees in here. This fast running is kind of annoying. Let's get rid of that actually. So as for today, what we need to do is we need to lay concrete inside our cow shed. In fact, you can see the lump there. So this weird thing I have to climb. There's triggers that I need to move, but I ran out of time to do that. Hello Blake, how are you doing tonight? The other thing I've done here is I've put in this great big long concrete wall, and it is fairly long. Sort of like a sound barrier between the highway and the cows. And we've got ourselves a little shed here as well, just for storing some of our equipment in. I've put some walls on it as well. Yeah, this fast running thing, not for me. I do have a couple of things to sort. Like that is not actually touching the ground, and that cow is having a moment. Yeah, this trough is not touching the ground. I do have some adjustments to do. Hello there, Steve. How are you doing tonight? Let's get things started up. I have a gate on this field. It's all the way down this little dirt track over here. All the way down here. Best thing about it is it's an automatically opening one whenever we get near it with a tractor. It won't open for us without a tractor. But luckily there's enough space in here that we can drive in here. So we need to set this to concrete. We need to lay some concrete about the place. The more the better, really. Now, it's not going to look perfect. I wanted to do this in Giants Editor, but it wasn't playing nice today. So I figured, you know what, we'll just do it in-game. That's right, we do have cows. We only have a couple just now. I don't even think we have as many as it's showing us. We've got 5. I got those just purely to test and make sure that the nav mesh was working, so we didn't have a repeat of the sheep situation. That bit I managed to do alright, but there's a few other issues. I have all the triggers in place, but... Hi there Damon, how are you doing tonight? But there's a few other issues. So what do we all think of our cow shed so far? Bearing in mind it does still need a bit of tweaking. What's the general thoughts on it? Try to squeeze this roller into places it's not meant to be. That cow is still stuck there. Oh well. that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, we do have this weird lump in here. That is it's there for a reason. And it kind of has to stay like that too, unfortunately. I don't particularly like this there, but at least when it's concrete you can't really see it. I am using different music tonight because, well, basically I got sick of the stream music I was using. So I'm using something a bit different. I don't know how it'll be. Let me know in the chat what you think of it. If it's any good, I'll keep using it, but otherwise, may get rid of it, change it for something else. May go back to the original stream music if that's what people prefer. Oh, the cow moved. I'm frankly shocked. The cow has moved. Well, the cow has turned around. Which I suppose is better than it being completely frozen. Kinda annoying having those roof beams in here. Yes, I kinda needed though. Yeah. Farming simulator cows, they do make some weird noises. I've not changed any of the audio files or anything like that for the cows, so the noises they make are base game noises. I mean, there is a way that you can change the sound files for them. You can pretty much make them make whatever sound you want. But that seems childish. We shouldn't do that. That would be childish. We won't do that until the next live stream. That cow's annoying me. I need to fix that too. But at least we've got a bit of concrete in here. It's not perfect, not by a long shot. The cows have been given a bale as well, just to make sure that worked. I don't think that the trigger is animated anymore. I don't think it will show how much is in it, which is unfortunate. But it's kind of a handoff. It was doing some really annoying things. So I figured I'll just get rid of it. I want to try and ram this roller over that. Good if I could get it actually in there. I can just kind of drag the tractor down here. There we go, that will do. Now this trigger's not got any grass on it, neither does that one. That's kind of good. We do have big patches of bare ground, which I'm not a fan of personally. These gates may be automated, but they are extremely slow. I'll show you just how bad this is. Look at that for an issue. That's terrible. So yeah, I'll have to fix that, but we'll concrete everything that we can in front of the shed here. Oh dear. Yeah. It's certainly not what we were wanting to happen for here. Yeah, I got a good bit of it there. I do know exactly what it is. It's actually a trigger that's causing it. There's a trigger that I've not sank into the ground far enough that's causing the issue with that. But like I said, we'll do what we can with this. I will fix it, and then I'll concrete the rest, get rid of the rest of the grass and things like that before Friday. So let me know in the chat, is the stream music working? And if it is, what's the thoughts on it? I can just about hear it, and I'm not entirely sure it's any better than what we had. Let me just see if I can fix that. Hopefully that's better for you. Let me know if you can hear that now. As far as I'm aware, that silage clamp actually functions. I've not checked it, but it should. Everything is there. Yes, I remembered this time to turn the tractor off before tapping off screen. And let's lift this and change it to original ground. We will turn grass removal off. This is the rest of the cow field over here. Leave that there. Again, there is that little gap where the bugs the life out of me, and this kind of ridiculous hill here. But again, there's a huge gap under the ground here, as you can see. A little glimpse into what the game actually looks like in Giant Center. But yeah, that is actually extremely difficult to get that to work the way it's supposed to. I wonder if we could get our tractor stuck in there, that would be kind of funny. Wow, this is an awesome tractor. I don't know if we're not getting any liquid manure or anything like that, so that's fair enough. I will fix the terrain and things like that at some point. I'll fix it before Friday, actually. We've got a nice little like lip coming out onto the road now as well. Yes, that is a thing that happened, Josie. There's no need to remind everyone. It's also worth noting I got rid of the gearbox add-on. It was kind of annoying. Let's turn that tractor off. Where did I leave the cow tractor? The beloved cow tractor that we're getting a shot of. Right, we don't need to plough these fields. Don't want to allow great fields today. To let it finish unfolding before we lower it, of course. Okay, 6 miles an hour we're getting this time rather than 4. Bonus. This is the two fields we joined together in the last episode. I got rid of all the machinery down at the shop as well. I think it was episode... I think it was the last live stream, was it not? That I rode the truck, I think in part 4 with the bales on it. I think that was part 3 or 4. I rode the truck. But in the last episode was where I got stuck in the trees with the animal trailer. Now, we do have a bit more money than we did at the end of the last stream. That is because I resold the chicken coop and took our money back for that. So we got a bit of money for that, and I got as close to it as I can. I didn't have enough time to get the exact amount, but yeah, I think we're slightly over what we should have by maybe a couple of thousand, but it's not the end of the world. In the description for this video, and currently in the chat, there is a link to my Discord server where you can head over there, see behind the scenes bits and pieces that I put up. I put up a couple of screenshots from Giant Editor today, as well as having a one-on-one chat with me. And there is other links there going up for Twitter, Twitch, Facebook and Patreon and the likes that will all be up there. It's worth pointing out, this tractor isn't owned by us, we are just borrowing it. I feel like I can have it on a hired worker, to be honest. I don't really feel like ploughing. I feel like giving the cows another bale. Actually, I'll give them 2. If it'll let me pick up to it, of course it will. The ever-powerful Massey. It's worth pointing out, guys, that we're not a million miles away about thinking of buying a bigger tractor. I mean, I know we've got the dudes, but I mean a big tractor. We're not that far away from it. And if there's a particular tractor that someone would like to see, if there's a particular, there's my sign for the day. If there's a particular tractor brand that someone would like to see, just let me know. What's going on with that field? Just let me know, and I will potentially take out a loan. I did manage to give them a bale before. Not entirely sure how. It's around here somewhere. Sure, well, I definitely gave them a bale because they have a hay bale. Maybe if we just throw the bales around a little bit. No idea. That would be kind of inconvenient. Well, I'll try and give them in the other trough. That works. We're not producing anything though, which is a concern. I suppose no time has gone by. Time is currently frozen. Yeah, I can give them it in the other truck. Where did I leave that other bale? We could actually take another one. Let's turn time on. This cow just walked under me there. Thanks to our new subscriber. I didn't get the notification as to who it is, but if you're still watching, say hello in the chat. Oh, I will give you a shout out as well. Thanks very much for coming along tonight. There's that little kicker. I need to fix that too, because that's kind of annoying. Doesn't look like much. Most tractors handle it fine. But the Massey just kind of... Massey acts kind of funny on it. What I really need to do is spend a good couple of days on this map and just tweak the little bits and pieces that I've already done and kind of smooth them all out, make them look a little bit nicer, fix things like that. But kick that we've got going on there and the issue we're having with foliage. We are going to need to get more bales actually. We've got 2 left. We need them for the sheep as well. Come on, play nice. Don't even know why I have a front loader. Do everything by hand. Bale in the back of the truck, why not? Kinda tempted to wash the truck at some point. I could kinda be doing with it. That bale is really messing with the camera. Let's go down the highway so you can see the other side of this sound wall. I figured it's you know, a busy road. It would probably annoy the cows being right next to that, so be a little bit nice to them. Come on, hurry up, get out of the way. Oops. That didn't happen. Oh, for 5 cows, they certainly need a lot of water. Let's move the time on an hour or so. First, we have a wage payment to do. They are producing milk, which we don't have to worry about. I think that's supposed to be the milk tank there. And this little thing under here is actually going to start raising up into here. You can see just a touch of it poking through there. For the more liquid manure we have, the higher it gets. On the map, it is a great demand that's flashing. Gomez Ridge Acres is got a great demand for soybeans. We've already given them all our soybeans, so we just have to wait for them to no longer be in a great demand. Now with cows it comes millions and millions of monies. Monies is a word. They produce milk, and overnight they will that milk will be sold at midnight every night for a healthy chunk of money. I plan on having a proper large herd of cows at some point, somewhere in the region of 200 to 300 cows I'd like to get to. Yeah, this is the drift trailer. This trailer's not going to last much longer actually. We're getting rid of this one. Maybe today. might get rid of that one today. Cow tractor is he missing loads? He is. What? Why are you doing that? Whatever. Right. So let's
we stand together.
get back in the truck.
United as one. Forward on we go.
Let's go and see what we have to do down here at Field 19, because I would like to buy it today.
If we make mistakes, we are lost.
So let's see if we can get that price down that little bit more. 14 foot, can you give me something about it? Oh god. Come on, give me up.
We are lost.
No missions are available, don't lie to me. Come on now. Let's leave the area. Whatever. I'll do it. Whatever keeps the fuel prices down, I guess. Tiny little header. Our combine's better than this. That'll be a bit more money to us. Get this done out of the way. I don't go on Discord while I'm actually streaming, but I will. I do tend to go on it immediately after. So after about 11 o'clock tonight, keep an eye out for me if you're still on the go. So what's the thoughts on the stream music? You definitely woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning, Josie. It certainly is. I can hear it, and it's not my usual Spotify playlist. Let's just say that. But it's apparently royalty free. I'll find out afterwards if I get any copyright strikes on this live stream. Hopefully it is. It's supposed to be. Oh, you did get up on the right side of the bed. Well, try the left side next time. I don't think she's got one today. I do dislike these small harvesters. They're too small. But we'll get this done. We'll get a bit of money. We'll use that money to buy the field for a start, and then what we have left we'll potentially go and buy another 5 cows. I think we can only fit 5 cows in our trailer. Oh. I don't know what you're on about there, Josie. I don't dish anything out. I'm innocent. So how's everyone's week going so far? Hopefully it's been a good week. It's been a quick week. It's hard to believe we're on Wednesday already. straight passes I'm making here. Best thing about it is I'm not actually steering when I'm doing these passes. I'll line it up and just let it wander itself. Luckily we have a bigger combine in this, which reminds me we actually have a field to harvest. Field 12 needs to be harvested. Are you on about in the chat, on here, or in Discord, Blake? For the next tractor, I want a big, flashy, showy tractor, and we are going to buy it, but we're not going to buy it for the listed price. I will have a look at that after the stream. It should. It definitely should let you. I'll check that right after the stream. See if I can find out why it's doing that. But the next tractor, we will pay, I don't know, say 40,000 for the next tractor. And just for the sheer joy of it, we'll take pretty much anything. So let me know what brand we should go for. Should we go for a Valtra? Should we buy a cow tractor instead of just that leased one? Should we get a John Deere, an ever popular choice? Should we get one of those big fence or something like that? I don't have the gearbox mod on anymore, so tractor's transmission is no longer an issue. I wanted to be able to use our dudes without changing gear 5 times a second. How's the animals looking? Need to keep an eye on the animals. The productivity is only at 44%, that's just fair enough, all they have is hay. They are producing milk. Next animal in about 6 months. Hi there, Aiden, how are you doing tonight? Thanks for coming along to the stream. No, I still have the roll there. I want to get about 4 pallets before we sell that. So we're going to sell it with, you know, so it's not a wasted journey basically. Wow, this song is amazing. I think I can feel my ears bleed. I'm glad to hear it there, Aiden. How's your week gone? So as soon as we finish this job, we'll buy this field. It most certainly is. It's just a generic royalty-free playlist. There's another one I can choose from, in fact. After this field, I can't do it during this field because we'll lose a time bonus. After this field, I'll change to the other playlist. Hopefully it's less painful. It certainly doesn't fit the Farming Simulator. Having a rave in our borrowed combine here. We're certainly getting there with this field. Almost finished, in fact. I think if everyone in the chat likes this music, I will leave it, but I think if I'm going to do that, I am going to modify the pickup truck so that it's got a hanging disco ball off of its rear view mirror. I will figure out a way to do that. I'm tempted to repaint the truck as well. I think this truck is much better than the other trucks we had, but the black is just a bit dull, a bit boring. I don't want a bit of life in the thing. As for the choices of the tractor, it's worth pointing out, I do have John Deere mods. I have quite big John Deeres at that. I also have quite a lot of Massey mods, so we've got big Masseys as well. We could get a New Holland. We could get something a bit more interesting like a Krovitz. If we get a Krovitz, then we will just pay the list price for it, because I think it's only like 17,000 anyway. Big track. I certainly could. I could get the I could get a case quad track. It's articulated, which is a little bit on the annoying side, but it's certainly a cool tractor. I have a few tractors with tracks. There's a New Holland T8 with tracks. There's a few cases with tracks on the back, or there's the quad track which is completely tracked. What else do I have? I think I've got a John Deere that's on tracks, I think. I'm not sure if I have any class that have tracks on them. Class is usually my go-to for the big tractors, because there's the very big one. Hi there, Annie, how are you doing tonight? $76,000. What am I doing? Ooh. It'll bring the fuel price down a little bit, and it only takes a couple of minutes. Let's do this. We get to drive a John Deere, the first John Deere of the series, I think. Pretty sure this is the first John Deere of the series. This may sway people's opinions. John Deeres are ever popular. That is a bit of a weird animation. I think that's supposed to spray back and forth, but it's not. That or it's supposed to have an attachment on the back and it's just kind of spewing it out. I'm not too bad there, Annie. If you do post a video there, Blake, let me know in Discord. Send me a link to it in Discord, and what I'll do is I will share it with I'll share it with the community, and see if we can give you a bit of a boost on likes and things like that there. If you're needing any tips or anything like that about producing videos or anything like that on YouTube, let me know in Discord. I will help you where I can with that. I've been producing videos for YouTube for 9 months now. I'm a long way from where I started, that's for sure. My very first video was actually still online. Wrong aspect ratio and everything, and it was a very, very poor quality. That was feels like a lifetime ago. I certainly don't miss homework. I had the joy of being home taught, so homework was not something I could have gotten out of. I couldn't really say that I never got any homework because my parents kind of knew because it was them giving me it. Also couldn't take a sick day either. I couldn't just skive. Worst part about it was being grounded. When I was grounded, I was basically stuck in school all the time. It was fun. I had a pretty decent teacher. I mean, as far as teachers go, yeah. But it would be nicer if my teacher didn't give me any homework to do at all, but, you know, I think that's maybe asking a bit much. A very helpful teacher. I will say that. Very, very helpful teacher. Alright, let's buy this field now. I don't like the same Explorer, so we're not going to do that. Then at 40,000. There we go. We bought our very first field. We now own field 19. Homeschool was not too bad, Steve. It was, it had its ups and downs. I missed a lot of social activities from it, but it was also nice not having to deal with the pressures of conventional school. So, I mean, and I actually came out of homeschool with higher qualifications than I would have if I'd went to normal school anyway, and not only that, many, many more of them. So I definitely think it has dramatically improved my quality of life. But like I said, it's kind of difficult when you first start because you're at home but you're also at school, and you know, it feels like you should get away with more than you do, and it was a learning curve. 6th grade. 6th grade is, we have a different school system in Scotland, so it's 6th grade. Is that your final year? Right, what was I doing again? I've lost my train of thought. Cows. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go and buy some cows. Middle school. Josie, you're the resident expert for all those kinds of things. In fact, saying that, weren't you a teacher in America, Josie, for a while? I might be wrong there. Like primary 5. I get you now. Oops. There's a car there. For those of you who don't know, Josie is our resident expert in almost everything, and that is actually not sarcasm. She was a teacher, a nurse, business owner, all sorts. Very, very, very clever person. That's good that you like school. I had issues with conventional school, which is what more or less led to the homeschool. Let's buy some cows. We can get 6 cows, but we're only going to get 5, so we have a nice number. There they are. Very, very static cows that don't match the ones in the field at all. You're not that old, Josie. Oh dear. The cows would have loved that, drifting side on into a tree. Something I have actually experienced in real life, not particularly the most fun thing in the world. Let's go and drop these cows off. I put the trigger for putting the cows in over here next to this cow, who's clearly just waiting for his pals. That's what he's doing. Yeah, he was just waiting on his pals. That's what his deal is. I think I just went around the corner too fast. So there's plans to neaten up all this area. We're going to have the rough roads all around the cow field. And the other thing I'm going to do is over in this area, because it's already relatively flat, is I'm actually going to put sort of a production factory there that's going to serve us as a sort of bale sell point. That's all going to go over there. No problem, Blake. I will see you when you get back. I will be streaming for a little over an hour still. So hopefully I'll see you before the end of the stream. We've got $30,000. How's that? He's given up. Look at the state of this. For a hired worker, that's just pathetic. But actually, for a hired worker, it's kind of expected. We'll finish this part of the field ourselves. We'll get the hired worker on to what once was field 15. I have smoothed out the terrain a little bit there. Still got a bit of a hill in it because I kind of wanted to keep a bit of a hill there. We could also do a bit of forestry today. We've marked those trees, so we could chop them down. Let me know what we should do next. We have a field to harvest, and we have trees to chop down, and we've got machines to buy. So what should take priority? What should we do after we get this field sorted? If you have just come along and joined the stream here, thank you very kindly for coming along, and consider hitting that like button. See if we can get to 10 likes tonight, and if you haven't done so already, consider hitting that subscribe button too, and come and say hello in the chat. Yeah, money's gone down, but that's because we bought a field and we bought 5 more cows, so the money has been spent on very needed things. We're gonna have 10 cows. We may go and get more sheep at some point. We have an escaped sheep I will, because if I need to, I'll just take out a loan. We have access to almost unending funds. And the 40k is not really a budget, that's just what we're going to pay for a machine. Because some of the bigger tractors, which are the kind that I want, are ungodly expensive. Some of the tractors are sitting there at like 400,000 or 500,000 once you add a few little additional extras to them. 3,000 for beacons and the likes, which is just silliness. And we do need a high-powered tractor anyway. This is not a very big plough, but this plough is actually requires 100 more horsepower than the tractor that's currently pulling it. This plough should be going 12 miles an hour. Doing a real good job of keeping my furrows nice and straight here. Looks like somebody's been drawing pictures of my fields. Hopefully by ploughing all this field it will fix the issue that the hired workers been having. Yeah, you never know, it might have been aliens. This song that is currently playing is absolutely atrocious. It's the kind of thing my ex-wife would listen to. Not much left to do here. Should probably pay a bit more attention to it because I'm leaving bits and pieces and making more work for myself. In case anyone's wondering, that slight pause that you see every now and again isn't the video freezing. I have a 5-minute autosave on, so every 5 minutes the game pauses for just a second to save. We'll do a couple of passes over here. Keep them away from that building that is that. Okay. We have cows in our sheep field. I'm not going to question it. Not going to question that at all. They're all huddled around this one corner. Saying that, the sheep don't go into that corner, so I can fix that. That's not the end of the world, actually. Although that cow is wandering quite far into the sheep pasture. Yeah, that cow's awful, man. Let's get this back on a hired worker. I can only assume that this nav mesh that I've got in here that gets sheep into it is also, for some reason, able to take carries in it. Fair enough. Riding a cow. And maybe just this corner is an issue. It allows the cows in. I also managed to get rid of the grass inside our greenhouse here. I'm gonna do, let's jump in the class. Yes, the condition of this road is actually amusing. Yeah, I like this road. It's fun. This is a fairly big field. We'll start on this side of it. Now let's make sure we've got straw swath right in the middle of the road. That's nice. So we'll have bales that we can make from this, which we need to give to our cows. We need to fix that bit of wall too. It's worth pointing out, map editing is not something I usually do. I'm only just recently gotten back into it, so mistakes are kind of inevitable. This one moved. Gonna walk away from that one. Just gonna pretend that nothing's going on there. Left the truck running. Just gonna give the truck a wash actually.
Staring at the stars in the back of my car.
The magic pressure washing. That will clean this truck in a matter of seconds without any soap. Nice and shiny-ish. So, let's buy a tractor. Let's put the money cheat on, we'll worry about paying for it after. Because, like I said, I want a big tractor. Something with tracks was requested. We could get a Challenger, but I find them kind of annoying. There is this, the quad track. Got a big engine in it too. Almost 700 horsepower. That's a beast of a tractor. Not sure if we can get tracks on this. Yeah, we can. It's a shame, that would look kind of cool with tracks on it. We've got loads of case. We can't change the wheel setup on that one. Or this one. No. Nice to get tracks on a class 0. That's a shame. I'm sure if we can get tracks on the That's a shame. That's a nice tractor.
We can stay young together. We can go on forever. We can tell them that we just don't care. Run through the street.
There's one of those John Deeres that we can get with tracks.
We can fall like a feather. We can get lost whenever. We can talk till the morning, dream without a warning. You
Got crawlers on it. A big engine. Look at that. For $500,000. Fetch or purchase at the store. Of course I can. Let's turn this back off. Look at this beast. Like I said, we will pay for this at some point. I think it's absolutely huge. I think it's got interactive controls. Adjustable seat and everything. You can put the armrest of it, that's kind of cool. What else have we got? Can't open the windows though, that's a shame. What's the thoughts on the new tractor? It's quite nippy actually. So I think this is the biggest tractor we can get, to be honest. It's not the biggest tractor, but it's certainly the biggest one we can get with tracks. Pity we couldn't get a front loader attachment on it. It's alright, I'll find excuses to use this tractor for the rest of the episode. Or the rest of the stream, should I say. Well, too busy looking at the tractor, not where I was going. It's getting dirty. I mean, I do have a button that would make it instantly dirty, but I just want to see it a little bit dirty. The way those tracks are moving along the ground. I suddenly feel the need to cultivate. With this tractor, there is not a single piece of equipment that we can get that this thing would be able to handle. So let's go and get the cultivator out of the shed. Didn't realise I left that door open. It's worth pointing out, I don't tend to use articulated tractors because they can be a bit of a pain. But why not? It's cloudy. It is cloudy. I could speed time on a good bit. Let the clouds pass. If they're gonna. Alright, it's gonna start actually getting dark now, so we'll just Look at that. LED lights and everything on it. I'll wiggle it over. Yes, cultivating at 14 miles an hour, that's mental. That's going to make up for all the bits I'm going to miss because it's articulated. My new favourite tractor, actually. Real straight lines I'm doing here. Seriously, if you in fact not driven a tractor not too dissimilar to this at some point. A smaller one I expect, but something along these lines, was it not? Yeah, the articulation's kind of a bit of a pain. But you know what, why not? Quad track without articulation, was that not kind of a bigger pain to deal with? I think I would have preferred an articulated one in real life. We could start a theme on articulated wheel tractors, yeah. I haven't. Well, we could maybe start a theme on this series of using tracked vehicles. Because there is a wheel loader that I have that is a big tracked, like a big quad track wheel loader. So we could certainly get that at some point as well. We don't really have any need for it right now. We got nothing to really use a wheel loader for. Just like that, we've cultivated our new field. Let's go ahead and leave this here. Get the Ford off of this. Once it decides to spark into life. There it goes. We're back in the tiny John Deere. Oh good, we have to do some crop destruction here. Is that one cow still wandering about? Oh wait, no. It's facing the other way. I'll let that fill up. We really don't need to use the John Deere for this, but you know. We need a combine that's quicker to unload. Also, I think we should swap our baler, the one we currently have, the MF128, is it? Where is it? The one we have is 125. I think we should swap our 125 for potentially even this baler. Or I think we should go for a square baler, not the Massey Ferguson one, because it's, although it works, there's a texture broken on it, which is kind of annoying to look at. Oh, these are all square balers. You can pick our brand. Where there's the standard one. Let's just leave that trailer there. The tractor is massively excessive. We don't need a tractor this big really ever on this map, but we are going to in the future. Oh, it's not letting me hitch up to that for some reason. That's kind of annoying. Fair enough. It's not letting us connect to that either. At least we can connect to this though. Strictly speaking, we don't need to cultivate this field, but by cultivating it, it will let us know if there's going to be an issue with the seeder. Especially over this hilly bit here. If you have just joined along to the stream here, feel free to hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. And come and say hello in the chat as well. This is an interactive series where you're all included in decisions. This tractor was chosen by you guys. Kinda some of you, anyway. Maybe not the brand, but it's got tracks, so there's that. The crop choice for this field is entirely up to the viewers. So whatever you want to see in this field, I will plan. I'm not overly worried about doing a particularly fantastic job cultivating. Like I said, I just wanted to make sure that there was no bad areas for the seeder. We don't need to cultivate before seeding. You can decide amongst yourself what goes in this field. Otherwise, if we don't get a decision in the chat, I will choose a random crop. There's something that's in the cedar. For the animals, currently, well, we've got straw from the barley field. That's one of the ingredients we need. Otherwise, it's just grass we need for them currently. We will need for the pigs, because they take wheat, barley, canola, sunflower, soybeans, potatoes, sugar beets. But I don't have the ability to do the root crops just yet, so we've got some barley sitting there, so we could get pigs in theory. Pigs are not really of much use, right enough, but we could in theory get pigs. I'm gonna get the cow tractor out spraying. Field 19 fertilised. I don't know if there's enough in it to do the whole field. Hopefully there is. Yeah, hay is made by planting grass, and after it's cut, you then ted it and windrow it, and then bale it up. That's also how silage is made. We have a silage clamp now down at the cows, so we could start silage farming. Do a combination of maize and grass silage. Let's dump this cultivator somewhere. Silage is primarily a food source for cows, but you can also sell it for quite a large sum of money. It is fermented crop, basically. So like likes of grass or corn turned into chaff. And you can turn almost all crops into chaff. But you put it in a silage clamp, or you can wrap bales to ferment them. And then once they're rotten, you either sell them or feed them to your cows. Selling them does earn quite a bit of money. Now what do we have for barley? Goldcrest Pacific Grain looks like the best place for barley. Silage clamps take literally millions of litres to fill. The cow silage clamp, I believe, takes 4.5 million litres to fill it. Yeah, you do feed them rotten food, yeah, but it's fermented in such a way that it's good for them. It's power food. I know they like it. It's not just a farming simulator thing. It's real farmers feed their cattle silage as well. You can also sell silage at the BGA plant and turn it into natural gas. And you get quite a bit of money for that. Helper A has completed their task. 2 subscribers away from our current goal. It would be absolutely amazing to make our goal tonight. Thanks to everyone who has subscribed. Come and say hello in the chat as well. Yes, Steve, sort of like farts. you're not wrong. But we can definitely get into silage production. If we are going to get into silage production, if that's what the general feel is for the chat, then there is a particular machine, well, there's two machines that I am going to get a hold of. Both of them are ridiculously large, but it is the quickest way to do silage. They're very expensive, so we will kind of borrow them from the shop. That's one of the many things Josie taught me there about natural gas. I will show you the machines in question. One of them is a loading wagon, John Deere branded loading wagon. It was at 100,000 litres, massive compared to everything else. This is the next biggest one, and it's twice the size of it. So that's one of them. Obviously, we're not going to be paying over $250,000 for it. And the other is a lawnmower. My beloved Krone Big M. I love that machine. It's huge. We definitely should get both of those if we're going to be doing like serious amounts of silage. Let's drop this trailer off here. So is that the thoughts then? Should we go for silage? It takes this Ford absolutely forever to actually pull the finger out. If we're going for silage, I will plant grass in this field, which will look very green. Good thing about planting grass is you don't have to replant it after it grows, you just keep harvesting it. Sure that you keep going. Apologies about going quiet there. Nipped over to get a can of juice. Should have probably said before I done it, but you know. Right, let's get these machines. Right, what we'll do is, because we're going to earn ridiculous amounts of money, currently I say we've kind of cheated our way to having an extra million or so. So what we'll do is, once we have £1 million sitting spare in the bank, we will give it all away. We'll evaporate that money. Could have at least given me a clean one. This is terrible. So here is the Krone Big M. Must be one of my favourite pieces of equipment. It's the biggest lawnmower you can get, that's for sure. And it is just a beast. Coupled with this humongous loading wagon as well. We've got about half an hour left on this stream, so we'll use it to make some silage. We'll do a bit of hay as well, but we'll get the silage started. We'll try our very best to get at least one trailer load. I don't know if we currently have enough grass to do that, but we will try. We'll find grass from somewhere. Let's get rid of that help window, we don't need that. This is a machine I spend quite a bit of time with, so I know my way around it. I'm a bit disappointed it's dirty coming out of the shop, though. I'm still waiting for someone who has one of these in real life to give me a shot. I could use it to cut my back garden. I mean, it would take maybe 5 seconds, but still, it's needed. Okay, let's get the foraging wagon on, and let's unfold the Big M. Now, the good thing about the Big M is it auto windrows, so it will only put a windrow out in the very centre of the machine, or you can open the flaps and it will spread it wide. See, there's a windrow there, and we're collecting it straight off the back of the lawnmower. Most efficient way of doing it. Now we do have patches of no grass, unfortunately, but we'll see if we can get a full load. There's a large area over next to the cows that we could cut as well. Yeah, my garden's not nearly as big as it should be for one of these machines, but still, really all I want is a shot of the Krone. I'm not worried if it actually cuts any grass, I just want a shot. Having equipment lying around is probably not good. Losing a bit of productivity. Now with grass I don't bother if I miss patches here and there, because it all just grows back anyway. Looks like the combine is more or less finished. Not bad, we might actually get a load out of this area of grass. Maybe. Probably not. Once that field's all planted with grass and grown, we will have more grass than we know what to do with. Apparently there's still some invisible physics objects lying about here as well. I have to have a look at that on Giant Center to get rid of those. If anyone's watching this who currently owns a Chrome Big M and wants to give me a shot of the keys for half an hour, I'd be more than happy to accept that. Just on the off chance that there is someone out there who has one. Maybe let Josie have a shot as well, maybe. Depends how mean she is on the day. My driving's not that bad. Sometimes. It's sometimes okay. Every now and again. Oh, a sign. Don't know how that happened. It was stuck to the front of the tractor now. Let's see. Liquid manure's not coming through yet. That wall does have collisions, so yeah, those signs, they come out of nowhere. Someone should put a sign up about the signs. Never know, maybe they have. Probably ran it down earlier. That is a lot of grass we have there. We also use this clone to create the windrows that we need to make grass bales. Make an absolute of bales as well. Yeah, that drift tractor is also dangerous. Funnily enough, there is actually a tractor that you can buy from the shop that is it's a rally tractor. Ridiculously fast. It's actually faster than the pickup truck. I am allowed that one. I might go and get out of the shop before the end of the stream and show it off a little bit. It's something a bit different. I actually use that tractor quite a lot when I'm setting up different maps before recording. I use it to move equipment about. It's obviously it's the quickest tractor, so no point in getting a 12-mile-an-hour tractor to move things from one side of the map to the other. But it has of yet never actually appeared in a recording. Not one of mine anyway. I want the full 100,000 litres. Which should be achievable. Although, this gives you a sense of how much grass would be required to completely fill a clamp. If you have just come along to the stream, then consider hitting that like button if you're enjoying the stream, and if you're newer to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and jump into the chat and say hello. Josie's the only one that bites around here, but don't worry, she's quite tame tonight. There we go, 100,000 litres. We left a bit of a windrow there. We can get that next time. Oh, for some reason it's not registering in this clamp. That's because I'm on the wrong thing. Would explain a lot. This is going to create quite the pile. Well, if you're ever wondering what 100,000 litres of silage looks like, there you go. Cow still just stood there. Let's turn this off and let's show off this rally tractor. It's always a fun tractor to look at. And now we have a conveniently placed ramp as well. Where are they? Not that way. Here we go. With no-con tires, I believe it is. Goes 82 miles an hour. North-proof by knocking tires. World record holding tractor, 130.165 kilometers an hour. This is based on a real life tractor. And those tires are actually snow tires. Let's get as many lights going as we can. Make a bit of a spectacle of ourselves. At 82 miles an hour in a tractor. Kinda ridiculous. Now, this is also a tractor. If anyone has one of these in real life, give me a shout. Ah, understeer. That's okay. We've got a clamp to compact a little bit, so let's go and compact it and see what kind of carnage we can create with this tractor. Perfect. This is now going to stay here forever, with the lights on and everything. Why install shed lights when you can jump a tractor onto the roof? That and the fact that it is bellied, so we're never getting this back. But then again, just pure silliness. Let's do that again. Wonder if we can clear the shed completely if I hit it at the right angle. Be kind of funny. If you have just come along to the stream, this is not a normal thing that we do, but we've went and got ourselves the ridiculously fast Valtra, and we're going to see if we can jump it over a shed. So if you're enjoying the thought of that, hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We're not going quick enough. We're quite going quick enough there. But still, this the shed serves as a perfect little landing pad. Well, of course we did that. Where's the big tractor? Left the beacons on the big tractor. Oh, HIDs on a tractor, not a good look. Don't know where that sign came from. That poor tractor. On a side note, this thing would be absolutely perfect for compacting that silage out of it. At least the clamp's actually working the way it should. And again, I'd probably get this bellied. I've got an idea. There is quicker vehicles out there. Let's jump a car over it. This thing's fast, 101 mile an hour, and it gets there quick as well. Let's see if we can completely jump over the top of our shed in this thing. For everyone who has just joined along the stream, we're just having a bit of silliness before the end of the stream here, but this series is about rebuilding Goldcrest Valley. We've ripped the whole farm out and we're rebuilding it, moving things and sort of just changing pretty much everything. And what we're actually using is the silage clamp for the cows. Well, we're using the silage clamp for the cows as a sort of a launch pad. I didn't even touch it and we landed on the wheels. That was just pure silliness. This thing is mental off-road. It slides about everywhere. It's good fun. I would like it to go in a straight line now though. Let's see if we can get across the road. Well. Right, where's the John Deere? Our fixing tractor. Use the John Deere to block the road actually. Not that cars coming across the road is what caused that crash. Thanks to everyone who has subscribed so far. Feel free to jump into the chat, let your voice be heard, come and say hello. We hit the tree. Wonder how far we'd go if we didn't hit the tree. Let's see if we can get another couple of likes tonight as well. That would be absolutely amazing. Just trying to avoid the tree this time. What other crazy terrain do we have in Goldcrest Valley that we can have a bit of a laugh with? Good thing we have insurance. That's how you turn a car around in case you're wondering. Aim for this low hill here. I'm mistaken, that's how you turn a car around. Where's this here? I wonder if I hit that with enough speed, if we can jump over the river. Hey, we've made our subscriber goal for tonight. It's absolutely amazing. Everyone who subscribed, jump into the chat. Say hello. Thanks to everyone who's helped us achieve that goal. See if we can clear the river. Oh, cleared it by a mile. And we're in the cow shed, the cow field. Now I have to wait for 5 minutes for the gate to open. I see some more fun terrain up ahead. Well. Don't want to go down there, we'll never get back out. Good thing we packed some sick bags. This is definitely no off-roader. Spends half his time in the air. This is the farm, for everyone who's wondering. This is the farm that we're rebuilding. I would like to show you a bit better, but the car's a bit busy doing donuts. Yeah, we've ripped everything out of there. That's what we've got in it so far. Oh yeah, this road. This could be fun. If I could get it to go along the road, that is. Oof, comes to an abrupt stop there. Just pure silliness at this point, and that brings it to an end. We're not getting that back. Just for the fun of it, let's see if we can get over the shed with the tractor. Just before we end the stream here tonight, let's see if we can clear the whole shed. Not sure how good this thing is at drifting. Not very. Yeah, it kind of doesn't really do it. Too much grip. Fair enough, it's a tractor. Hey, we've made all our goals now and surpassed the subscriber goal. That is absolutely amazing, guys. Thanks to everyone for that. Yeah, well, we almost got over the shed. But I think I'm going to leave the stream here for tonight, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. I certainly have enjoyed having that little bit of silliness at the end there. But you can have a look at the description below this video for some social medias, including my Discord, where you can head over there and have a chat with me. Or you can leave a comment on this video. These live streams are going to a live stream archive immediately after. Thank you very much, Nathaniel Lee. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Welcome to the channel. But these videos will be archived in, well, they'll be put in an archive playlist for your viewing pleasure. So if you've missed any, want to catch up, or want to watch a moment again, you can do that. These live streams are every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, starting at 9 PM. Every night. Well, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday night. Hi there, Nathaniel. How are you doing tonight? Yeah. Let's see if we can go and rescue the car. I don't actually know where the car is. Let's go. It's over there. Let's go and rescue it and do one more jump in it just to celebrate. I'm not doing too badly. You have unfortunately joined us almost at the very end of the stream, but you can rewatch it in the archive playlist, and I will be back with more on Friday. But before we go, let's try and fix this. Well, that's gone from bad to worse. That's not good. Let's we'll get rid of these off camera. Let's do one more jump over our 100,000 litres of silage that we got today, the car can completely clear the shed. I think what I'm going to do is I will actually, between now and Friday, I will try and modify one of these cars so that it's even faster. I will see if I can make a ridiculously fast car, maybe 200, 250 mile an hour, something completely over the top, and jump that over some stuff. I am most definitely going to be getting the FS19 as soon as it is available. The day it is released, it will be in my possession. Oh, we got a bad launch on that one. That was a terrible launch. Let's try that one more time. In fact, the same day that it comes out, I will post my very first video of it that same day. I'm actually getting not too bad at this turning around. I think you're the only one who likes the crazy driving there, Nathaniel. But thanks for coming along, and I look forward to seeing you on Friday. Oh dear. Okay guys, I'm going to leave it here for that one. That kind of brings everything to an end here. Well, hopefully you have enjoyed this live stream. I most certainly have, and I will see you all on Discord if you have it. And I will be back on Friday. But I hope you all have a good one, and I will see you on Friday. Bye for now.